What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. On this channel, I go over key levels and catalysts that I'm focusing on, along with a watch list of stock tickers that I may trade. In this video, I'll be going over my watch list for the trading week of January 3rd, 2023. Happy New Year. Let's get to it. First up, the catalyst. On Tuesday, we're going to get the S&P U.S. manufacturing PMI data, along with a report on construction spending. On Wednesday, we're going to get the ISM manufacturing index, a report on job openings, and the FOMC meeting minutes from December. On Thursday, we're going to get the ADP employment data, and we'll also get the numbers for jobless claims and the trade deficit. And on Friday, we'll get the non-farm payroll numbers. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's earnings calendar. All right, so this week is pretty light. Not much I'm really interested in. If anything, I'll keep an eye on Walgreens earnings and its sympathy plays like CVS, Rite Aid, and maybe Amazon. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the watch list. All right, first up is SPY, and here I have it zoomed in on the 1 hour chart. Now, I wanted to point out this $383 level. Over the last 2 weeks, 383 has been an area of resistance quite a few times, all right? And right now we're sitting just above that. So in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold 383. If it can, the first level that I'm looking for to test is going to be around 383.60. If it can get through that, up to around 385. If it can get through that, up to 386. And if it can get through that, up to around 388.25. Now the bearish scenario, take a look at this triangle pattern that's forming here. If SPY cannot hold 383 and the price action breaks within this triangle, the first level that I'm looking for to test to the downside is going to be around 380.50. If it can't hold that, down to around 378. So keep these levels, these initial levels for SPY on your watch list, and let's see what happens. Up next is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL, and here I have it zoomed in on the 1 hour chart. Now, Apple has been struggling to hold $130, and it even dropped down to around $126 last Thursday. So in order for me to consider Apple bullish, with it sitting around $130, it has to get above and hold $130. If it can, the first level that I'm looking for at the test is going to be around 135. Now the bearish scenario, if Apple cannot hold $130, the first level that I'm looking for at the test is going to be around 127. And if it can't hold that, I'm looking for it to drop all the way down to around $123. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and here I have it pulled up on the 1 hour chart. Now right now the stock is sitting around $123. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold this trend line and stay above $122. If it can, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $127.25. If it can get through that, up to around $136.75. Now the bearish scenario, if Tesla cannot hold this trend line and it breaks below $122, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $119.50. If it can't hold that, down to around $112. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, up next is Meta Platforms, ticker symbol META, and here I have it pulled up on the 4 hour chart. Now the way I explain what I'll be watching on this one is going to be a little bit different. But as you can see here, starting at the beginning of December, every time Meta got between $122.50 and $125, it's gotten rejected in this highlighted range right here. You can see I got it rejected here, 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 and here. And when it gets rejected, it can fall as low as around $112. As you can see here, around here, and it bounced right here also. Now right now the stock is sitting around $120. Now in order for me to consider it bullish or even playing this one, Meta has to get out of this range above $125. Test it and then run. So it'll be like a break and retest of $125. If it can do that, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $129.50. If it can get through that, all the way up to around $138. Now the bearish scenario, if Meta gets in this range again and gets rejected, I will not play it unless it breaks below $119. If it does, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is all the way down here to around 112. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one we're going to look at is Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA, and here I have it pulled up on the 1 hour chart. Now right now the stock is sitting around $146. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above 144.25. If it can, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 149. If it can get through that, up to around 151.50. If it can get through that, up to around 156.25, and if it can break through that, all the way up to around $165. Now the bearish scenario, if Nvidia starts to drop and it cannot hold 144.25, the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 140.50. If it can't hold that, down to around $139. If it can't hold that, down to around 135, and if it can't hold that, down to around 124.50. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you found value, smash that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading, and until next week, talk to you later.